What's up, everyone? Kyle here. Today's episode is brought to you by Vocal, the blogging platform for those who are independent writers. And as always, you can find the related topic that we're talking about on this video on the article in the description. Just click on it, read it, share it with your friends and family, because this is for you guys. This topic of discussion is dearest to me. Because I know a lot of you guys who are listening right now, you're coming from different communities. MGTOW community, the incel community, the manosphere, as they call it. If I dare say that word and utter it. But simply put, I understand your pain. You might have a toxic relationship right now with a girl from America, UK, Canada. You're starting to realize just some of the red flags of this chick. You probably also don't like your quality of life here in the West. There's just too much inflation. Your dollar doesn't go a long way. Your relationships suck, or it's virtually non-existent because, let's be honest, Tinder, Bumble, they've destroyed the dating scene for us. So where do you go? Where does a guy go to escape all the crazy stuff here in the West? Well, we go to the Philippines. And I'm going to tell you some of the 5 reasons you want to go to the Philippines, because your life sucks here in the West. You're trying to escape. And you're going to realize that once you get out of the matrix, your life will be changed forever. It is nothing like back home. So let me get started. Why do you want to live in the Philippines? Number 1, it's simply more fun, all right? There's simply a lot more to do in the Philippines, generally, And it's more fun because you get to go bar hopping. You get to do things where your money goes a long way, because out there, the US dollar, it goes a long way. It really does. You can get like a Red Lobster meal for as little as $4 USD. You can go on the beach and flirt with any Filipina girl you want, bruh. And she will be receptive. She won't slap you, accuse you of sexual harassment. She won't try to get you in trouble. And the people are just friendly, man. Like, they are so friendly. You've never seen anything like that, okay? So that's one reason. The other reason, everyone speaks English. And there's 170 different dialects, including Tagalog. And when you watch television out there in the Philippines, people are speaking either English or they're speaking, Tagalog. But there's also Cebuano and a few other dialects too. You're not going to have a hard time getting around in the Philippines. I can guarantee you that. You'll be able to speak English. People will be able to understand you. You're not going to have a hard time. It just makes sense. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is the girls. And again, I can't stress this enough. If you are used to the toxicity of Western women right now, the Gen Zs and the millennials, you'll know how toxic women here in the United States can be. And not all of them. Ladies, if you're listening to this, I'm not saying all of you, but a whole lot of you are kind of like this. All right? And the difference between the women from your country and the women in the Philippines is night and day. So here, for example, a lot of women are stuck up. They got a stick up their butt. They think that their coochie, their woman part is the best thing in the world, and you're not really worthy of it. That you're not really you should be glad they're in their presence. You should be glad she's dating you. You should be glad she's rubbing her little coochie on you. They don't have that attitude in the Philippines. All right, the attitude that they have is more feminine. The women are easier to talk to, easier to flirt with. You can hold, cuddle, kiss the girl that you like. If she likes you, she's going to cuddle, kiss you, and hug you back. And I've talked to many Filipino women, and they like to call American women liberated women. And, I wonder why. Well, because feminism hasn't really taken off out there in the Philippines. They still believe in family. Family's like a huge thing out there. Versus in the West, it's all about individuality. It's all about being separate from your family, having your own independent life. And in some ways that can be convenient, and in other ways it might not be. But generally speaking, Filipino women are really good, and American women do not hold a candle to them. Just ask anyone who's been there, So let me move on from that. So the weather. The other reason you want to go there is the weather. Weather is really beautiful. The beaches are gorgeous. When you go to Boracay, or if you go to like Lapu-Lapu Island or even Palawan Island up near Manila, it's like near that region. There's so many islands, so many touristy places to go. You're going to have a good time as a male, as a straight male. You're going to have an excellent time out there. The weather is always nice. Yes, they have typhoons and stuff like that, but generally all year round you have a rainy season and a hot season, and generally the weather is just beautiful depending on where you are. The cost of living is the number one thing I want you guys to take away from this, because again, like in the beginning of this video, I explained that cost of living is definitely a good factor here. Your US dollar is going to go a long way. Your US dollar will pay for things, and you'll still have money in your pocket to spend. For example, you can get an apartment out there for like $300 a month or whatever in a gated community, or a little more than that, maybe $500 a month. Compare that to your condo you're spending now, which is like $1,200, $1,400 a month in some places. Ew, right? I know. Groceries, expenses, utility bills, cheaper, much more convenient. If you the kind of guy who made it big with Bitcoin and you have like, a few thousand of them, and now the price is like skyrocketed, you're gonna live like a king here, like a Saudi prince. That's the best thing about the Philippines. But I guess that's all I have time for today. Thank you for listening to this inspirational video. And as always, make sure you take a look at the article for more details in the description below. This is Kyle signing off. Peace.